Hey, what's up? My name is Ike Love. I'm the creator and author of the inspirational blog, The Viable Alternative, which is an inspirational blog where I share the wisdom insights gained on my path to becoming a greater version of myself. And if you want to find out more about that site, you can click on the description on this video window where you can see the link www.theviablealternative.com. All right, real quick, I just have a quick message for all of you who are watching this. If you find yourself in a place right now where you're at a low point and due to some external situation that happened, it could be a setback where you had some type of devastating failure or failure that kind of shook you to the core, or maybe you had some type of breakup or you're going through some type of depression, a hard time where you're questioning, whether you want to live. Maybe you have a dream or goal that you haven't gone after a long time and you feel very guilty and you feel that you wasted all this time, that that it's all over and done. I want to say that in this point of time, I get it. You feel that you feel like just you don't want to do anything. You feel depressed. You feel like you can't move. You feel that there's no hope for you in the future, and you just basically want to sit and wallow in your depression. Well, the first message I have is, yeah, allow yourself to be sad. It's good to process your feelings and not bury them or compartmentalize them. Give yourself time to grieve and be depressed and go through what you need to go through until it basically expresses itself through the outlet you give it. But then I want you to listen a little bit, and I promise you, at the deep of your core, something is still calling out to you. I know I've had my very, very, very low moments of my life and, where I didn't want to continue any longer, but something still called out to me. And that calling out to you could just be hope or your desire for a better future. It could be some type of passion you have, the desire to share one of your talents, your abilities, knowledge, or even something you've been through that you feel you want to share with the world. Something at your deep core is still kind of calling to you. And I want to say you don't have to climb Mount Everest in one day. All I have to say is whatever's calling out to you, just take a step towards it. One tiny step could be. And you just do that consistently day in and day out. And you'll find that you're going to start feeling better as you do it, because as you do this, you start to feed your soul. Because remember, a hope deferred makes a heart go sick. As you take steps towards this desire, whatever's calling to you on a consistent basis, you start to feel better, your spirits will lift, your attitude towards the situation you currently find yourself in will change, and you start to build a marvelous thing that we call momentum. Momentum is marvelous because I call it the law. It's like the law of increasing returns. The more you do, the more it expands and more you want to do. And with momentum, if you had a previous area in your life that you had obstacles that you couldn't overcome due to just maybe you just weren't motivated enough to overcome it, or you just didn't have the strength, the power yet to overcome it. Once you have this momentum, you built another area in your life, you can quote unquote steal this momentum and use it in the other area of your life that you hitherto couldn't conquer. And that then builds more momentum and makes you want to accomplish and do more things and do different things in your life and take on bigger challenges. So again, I just take you back to where you're right now. You're depressed, you're down, you're pessimistic. Start to take a small step, one small tiny step. They say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. It also says that if you see a mansion or a palace, it started with one brick laid consistently. And so start right now, man. You may not even see the big picture. Forget about the big picture now. Just start by taking a step. One little thing you can do to fulfill this dream or desire you have within you. A little tiny thing. Maybe you have maybe you have a goal of losing a bunch of weight, and you just think it's such an insurmountable path. Maybe just stand on the treadmill for 10 minutes. You don't even have to turn it on. Just stand there and look at it. I'm serious. And do something like that consistently, and you'd be surprised at what comes of that small step when you take that consistently over a period of time. I'll tell you this, in my own life, when I've been in the depths of my despair, what has helped me is just even when I didn't feel like it, I'll just do the little I felt I was able to do, and I'll do it the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, and lo and behold, I start feeling better about myself. And your self-esteem starts to increase, because I believe that low self-esteem comes from us not being connected to ourselves. When self-esteem is basically defined as the value we place on who we are. And I believe that when we don't experience who we are, of course, we're not going to value who we are. But when you start to connect to your gifts, your desires, your passions, those little things, and even a small scale, you start to connect to who you are because it's part of you. And as you connect and experience who you are, the value with which you perceive yourself starts to raise. So take that small step, man. Wherever you are, take the small step bit by bit, and I promise you that over long periods of time, you'll be the better person for it. The great journeys I've gone through in my adult life, each of them, I'm who I am because of what I've gone through by going through them. And it all started from that low point of just deciding to take a consistent step over a series of time. So anyway, I hope all this helps. I hope that wherever you are encouraged and emboldened to take an ever so courageous step towards that passion or goal or desires of yours. Just do that consistently. And I promise you, your life will change because of it. Take care. God bless. And if you like what I have to say in this video, please hit the subscribe button and also like my video. And again, if you want to hear more about, read more about my site, go on www.theviablealternative.com. Thank you very much and God bless.